In this video, I'm breaking down every piece of equipment I use and when I use it, from computer programs to camera equipment to online softwares. Hi, I'm Sydney, and I'm a Shenandoah Valley adventure wedding and senior photographer, and I'm here to teach you how to run your business and add adventure into every day so you can live the life you've always dreamed about. So the first thing we're going to talk about is all my camera equipment, which I have on my phone, so that's why I'm looking down. Okay, so my current and most used body is my Canon EOS 5D Mark III. It is my go-to camera. I'm currently videoing this on my Canon EOS 5D Mark IV. I really like the video capabilities of it, but this one I use mainly for portraits, but for weddings I use both. My go-to lenses are the 35mm, which is Sigma, and it's the one I'm filming on right now. But my go-to favorite lens ever is this Canon series, L series, 85mm 1.2. I shoot 99% of everything on it. It just gives me the best portraits, and I absolutely love it. So I also have a 100mm f2.8, a 24-70 f2.8, and a 70-200 to f2.8. I also own a tripod, which I'm using to film right now. I own various camera bags, and I have a whole flash setup. So I have the Flashpoint Zoom Lion R2 TTL for on-camera speedlight, and I have 2 of those. And I also have the Flashpoint Evolve 200 TTL off-camera kit, which I use. It's a mouthful, so I really never remember that, which is why I wrote it down. And I also have a whole bunch of other small pieces of equipment, but I use them so infrequently and they're not part of my main equipment, so I'm not going to talk about it right now. Okay, so when I have an engagement session or just a portrait session, I don't bring all of that. So normally I bring a smaller bag. I just bring my Mark III, and then I normally have the 85 attached to it because that's what I use most of the time, but then I also bring my 35, spare battery, spare memory card, and that's about all I bring. If it's a little further away, I'll bring a backup camera and put it in a bag in my car in my trunk, but otherwise that's pretty much what I bring with me. Super lightweight. I don't have to have a whole bag carrying around. It's pretty easy. But for weddings, I bring absolutely everything. I have a harness that I use so I can have both the Mark III and the Mark IV on me. And depending on what part of the day, I have 2 different lenses. So for details, I use my 100mm for macro shots. It works really, really well. I also have my 35mm on me at the same time, so I can also get getting ready photos. I use a 35mm because it's normally in a smaller room and there's not a lot of light. For the first look and any portraits I have after that, I have my 35mm on and my 85, so I can get both the wide shots and those cropped in, just beautiful compression shots from my 85. I love that lens more than anything. During the ceremony, I always have my 70-200 on one camera, and then on the other, I normally have either probably my 35, but for 70-200, it's absolutely essential for all of my wedding ceremonies because I can stay far behind, but I can crop up really close. So that's really important for ring shots, for when people are reading vows. It helps me get sneaky photos of the parents watching their children get married, and a lot of guest shots like that. Family formals are usually shot with my 24-70, so I can get really wide family shots if I need to, or I can also have that compression if it's a smaller group. And then for the toast and first dances part of the reception, I have my 24-70 on one lens and I have my 70-200 on the other. So I can get super wide room shots with the wider lens, but I can also zoom in on faces from across the room if I need to with my 70-200. Finally, when the reception kicks off, I bring it down back to one camera. I just have my 24-70 with an on-camera flash, and then before the reception starts, I've usually set up 1 or 2 off-camera flashes depending on the venue and the light. So when I travel, either nationally or internationally, I normally only bring 1 camera, and then I bring 1 to 3 lenses depending on how far I'm gonna go and how long I'm gonna be there for. So when I studied abroad, I brought my 35mm and my 85mm because I knew that I wanted the creamy portraits that I really wanted to take abroad, but I wanted to have the ability to shoot both wide and short. If I am going somewhere close by, I might just bring one or the other, or I might bring my 24-70 so I can get a really wide range if I know I'm gonna go to a specific landmark or have a really nice landscape shot. So for my computer programs, I had to write them down. I have way too many to just have on top of my head, so that's why I'm looking down. These first 3 are all about photography, so if you're a photographer and you don't already have them, you need to get them now. So the first thing I have is PhotoMechanic, which is so great. If you are not already culling on this system, you need to get it immediately. It is a one-time fee of I think $150 or something insane like that, and it is probably sped up my culling system about 10 times. Next is Adobe Lightroom. I do all of my editing on there, except like maybe 1% that I put into Photoshop, but almost all of it is in Lightroom, which is really used as a gallery editing system. So I can have all of my galleries in there and I can edit in batches, which really helps, but it is all the editing I need and I can do it as quickly as I can. It is the best program for it. Last is BlogStomp. So I use BlogStomp to put images together for the blog. It also helps to resize images, and it just has so many cool features that you really need. You can rename things, everything in it. It's also a one-time fee. Definitely get it. I also use Adobe InDesign for all of my guides that I make, any design that I need. I used to do album design on there until I got BlogStomp, which you should also get, but Adobe InDesign is just for all the creatives out there. It's awesome. Last, I'm editing these videos on Adobe Premiere Elements. I'm telling you, I'm a big Adobe girl. I did all the research and everyone was telling me that this was the best program, but I really wasn't about the price. But you gotta know, if you are in it for the business, you need to invest in the tools that are gonna get you there, which is the reason why I'm making this whole video anyway. Also, don't even worry, I'm linking literally everything I'm saying down below so you can get it all. Okay, so the last things I'm going to talk about are online systems that I use that have completely changed the life of my business. Number one, HoneyBook. Oh my God, I love HoneyBook literally so much. It is a client management system that does everything. I'm talking to clients, sending proposals, creating contracts, signing contracts, making online payments, creating questionnaires, making templates, scheduling, workflows, timelines, data. It even tracks how your business has been going for all of eternity. It'll tell you so much. I could literally talk about HoneyBook for the rest of forever, but I'm not going to do it. So instead, you can get a free trial in the link in my bio, and you get 50% off your first year, which is huge. Please get HoneyBook. Let me know if you have any questions about it. Two, I've learned really recently that Pinterest is awesome for your business, so I got Tailwind to help me automate it and track my growth. It is awesome. Photographers, if you're not already using Pinterest, you need to start now. This year was something new for me. I got 2 bright lights for myself so I can start getting into publications, and so far it's worked beautifully. Last one is Flowdesk, which is how I send out all of my emails to my newsletter. Helps you make opt-in forms, helps you make pop-up, helps you create all of these workflows. I love Flowdesk, and the emails are literally beautiful. You can get 50% off in the link in my bio. Please go get it, or at least try it. It is beautiful. And that's pretty much a breakdown of everything I use. I'm not even gonna kind of go into social media. That's not gonna be in this video. But I wanna show you guys the tools you invest in really matter in your business. I know it can be a lot of money. It's a lot to invest in a business. We all know that for sure. So I highly suggest trying any free trials you can. Go to your local camera shop and rent lenses if you want them. I also get a lot of my equipment used, so I'm not getting that brand new stuff. If you have any questions, please reach out. So if you're a photographer, what is your #1 piece of equipment that you cannot live without in your business? Let me know in the comments below, and I will be so happy to talk about it with you. Next time, we're going to talk about an engagement session with difficult light from beginning to end. You're going to want to see it. But for now, check out the blog post that goes along with this video, and be sure to like and subscribe. Because I have a whole lot of new content coming your way.